Hey, this is James on Gaming, and this is my last E3 reaction video to Sony's conference. So, they started with, I guess, what was God of War's orchestra. Just funny, I've never played God of War, I don't really know the music, so I didn't recognise what it was. And I remember thinking, God, this better be game related, or this will be really pretentious if it was just for Sony and not for a game. I guess it was kind of pretentious anyway, but it would have been even more so. So, I don't know if it was the God of War theme or just the theme to this new God of War game. Wasn't still not 100% sure on that. But yes, then they showed the new God of War game. Again, I wasn't sure what it was at first. I mean, like, even when it showed Kratos, it's, you know, he did, you know, I saw the lines, the trademark red lines, but, I didn't, you know, his face looks a bit different. I wasn't quite sure. And then they, you know, him and his son sort of went out to look for a deer. And I felt it looked a bit too natural. As I said, I haven't really played the God of War games, so, but from what I've seen, they were always like very like otherworldly and supernatural, and they were just like going through a forest and it looked very down to earth. So until like near the very end, I was like, what the hell is this? But when they showed like, you know, that big ass monster, I guess was a boss, I was like, oh yeah, this is definitely God of War. Unfortunately, I'll probably be giving this a miss, because when it comes to game series, I'm pretty strict to the point of being anal, pretty much. When it comes to playing a game, like in the middle of a series, I really don't like doing that. I either play a series, you know, play the first game, or don't play it at all, because just because of all the story I've missed so far, and I imagine I'll be missing out on a lot or not understanding it, so that's why I don't like doing it. So I'll probably be giving this a miss, but yeah, I mean, I know people love God of War, so I bet that people are happy with that, so that's pretty cool. Next I showed Days Gone, which is another zombie game. Seems it's going to be more focused on this one guy, how the zombie apocalypse affecting him, so that's pretty interesting. Then again, it's not like we haven't had emotional zombie stories before, so they didn't show some gameplay until the very end, but I'll talk about that now. Again, I don't know, it doesn't really look like anything new. It was just running from a load of zombies, trying to get away from them. There were a load of them. It did look pretty interesting, like the ways he was trying to stop them, like flipping tables over and like shooting barrels. So that looked pretty fun, but nothing about it jumped out at me. It didn't look like anything too new, but I might get it for the story. I hope like the story is prominent in it. You know, the trailer wasn't misleading like that, so that might keep me interested, but yeah, not mad for this game. Then I showed more of The Last Guardian. It's funny, I never really knew about this game until like few years ago, like, but apparently it's been in like development hell for years. What was originally going to be released on the PS3. I gotta say, when I saw it, they actually showed a lot of gameplay for it last year. I wasn't too impressed then. I'm still not very impressed. As I said last year, it just looked like Ico, only instead of a girl following you around, it's a giant horse bird thing. Which I suppose would be fine. I really do like Ico, but yeah, again, not too mad for this, but I might get it anyway. I mean, I have a feeling I will end up loving it. I'm probably just being too cynical about it. And it finally has a release date, October 25th. Although, given its history, I wouldn't be at all surprised if it's going to be delayed again. Maybe that's just me trying not to be too optimistic, but I wouldn't hold my breath on it coming out that date. That's just me though. Then they showed some more Horizon Zero Dawn, which they showed last year, and I gotta say, if it plays as good as it looks, I really can't wait for this game. It looks like it'd be so much fun, like especially fighting the robots, like using your different equipment, trying to destroy parts of it to get to the core. It looks like it's gonna be so much fun. It looks like it's pretty much gonna be like a Skyrim with robots, in like a sci-fi Skyrim, I guess. So That's pretty cool. No release date. I don't remember there one being anyway, so probably won't be released this year, unfortunately. Next, they showed some more Detroit Become Human. Now, I love Quantic Dreams. I love pretty much all their games. You know, Indigo Prophecy or Fahrenheit, Heavy Rain, Beyond Two Souls, and yeah, now we've got another game from them. It looks pretty amazing. Like, seems to be about like robotic cyborgs who trying to blend into society, trying to make a living. And I guess you'll be following like a few different characters, because from what we've seen, like the first character we saw was a woman who was being created and then sort of got out, and this time we see like a detective, and like kind of showed off how the choices will work, you know, and all the different outcomes you can have. So that, yeah, it kind of got me, I gotta say. I'm really excited for this now. Yeah, I mean, like I said, they showed the detective, but I imagine, like I said, it'll be shown that there'll be a lot of characters in the story, which isn't a new thing for Quantic Dreams, but who knows? I have a feeling there might be a lot. Who knows? Then they showed some VR stuff. Showed some Resident Evil 7, which at first I was really hoping. I thought it might be another Condemned game, but you know, just because in first person and showed some mannequins, and you know, they're kind of associated with Condemned. But no, Resident Evil. Unfortunately, Resident Evil is another series I'm not really into. I've played a little bit of the first one, but I stopped playing because I got stuck. I keep getting stuck. So again, I'm gonna have to miss out on this one. One day I do hope to get through the series, but that's gonna not be for a long time. But yeah, it looks like it's very. I guess people are gonna be happy because it's. Looks like it's gonna go back to its supernatural horror roots. Supernatural horror? Survival horror roots. That's the word I was looking for. Then they talked some more about the PlayStation VR. Has a release date of October 13, which for some reason, something tells me I already knew that was the release date. I don't know if they were just reminding us or revealing it for the first time, but something tells me it was already going to be released at the end of the year, so not sure what I was thinking there. And the price is $399, which again I kind of thought I already knew. Yeah, to be honest, I probably won't get it. When it comes to VR, I plan on getting an Oculus Rift, as I've said before. But that's not going to be for a long time. I've got to get planning on getting the GTX 1070, and then I'm going to get an Oculus. So not going to be for a while, but that's my plan. So I won't bother with PSVR. I don't think I will be anyway. So then I showed some more VR games. First showed Farpoint, which looks like it will be this, and Resident Evil 7 looks like they'll be more, because like the VR guns we've seen so far don't seem to be that full games, more like demos. But Resident Evil 7 and Farpoint looks like they'll be more hardcore, like fully like full games. Farpoint, apart from the VR stuff, it kind of just looks like a sci-fi first-person shooter. So it depends how good the VR is in it. And I showed a Battlefront X-Wing mission, which looks pretty cool, I suppose. Makes sense for a VR game, being in space and stuff. And Batman VR, which I didn't show any gameplay, so I don't really have any idea what that's going to be like. Then they showed... well, this was pretty confusing. First they showed a trailer for Final Fantasy 15, and then they showed you could play as Prompto in VR as one of the characters. So... don't know how much you could play. Like, can you play as the whole game as Prompto, or is it just going to be a little side thing? Who knows? But it might be pretty cool. And then the one that got everyone, I've read, and it got me as well, Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. Say, at first when it showed you in space, like in the spaceship, I thought it was maybe Valkyrie. They're like bringing that over to PlayStation VR, but no, holy shit, it was Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. I gotta say, I never got around to watching the old trailer that everyone's hating on so But I'm just taking their word for it that it sucks. But I'm really not interested in Call of Duty anyway. So, but this just looked pretty interesting. And the gameplay, like not in the spaceship, looked pretty good as well. But I gotta say, someone in the comments said the space combat looks like on rails, and look at it again. I can see that. I think it was just initial impressions kind of clouded that, but it kind of does. But I don't know, might not be, but wouldn't be surprised if it is. Then there were the Crash Bandicoot remasters announcements, Crash Bandicoot 1, 2 and Warped. I'll say I'm not that bothered about. I played a bit of Crash Bandicoot Warped when it was out, and actually the main game we played was Crash Bash, which I know was kind of a spin-off and not really the main game. But yeah, I quite liked Warped. Not too bothered about this, but it's pretty cool that it's happening. And then announced that Crash is now a character in Skylanders. Don't really care about that. Don't care about Skylanders. It looked like they took that opportunity to also announce you can make custom Skylanders as well. So there you go. Yeah, not really bothered about this next one either, really. Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens, don't really care about the Lego games, and it's kind of inevitable this will happen. I gotta say, it looks like pretty faithful to the original film. I feel like if I play it, I'll try and get into it and want it to be the original film and not really like the Lego-ness. But that's just me. Oh, and then we get to the best one. Hideo Kojima's new game, Death Stranding, which I am really excited for just because it's Hideo Kojima. I love Metal Gear Solid. It's probably my favourite game series of all time. Metal Gear Solid 1 and 4? 2 and 4, probably my favourite games of all time. And yeah, I can't wait for this. I'll say at first it's funny because he was of course working on Silent Hills before, and I know there was speculation on whether he would still be able to make a Silent Hill game. And at first I thought it would be, because like when you first saw the character, like everyone in the audience cheered, and I thought, oh, is it someone they knew? It's like someone from Silent Hill. But no, it's something completely different, Death Stranding. Now, I should say on Silent Hill, again, it's not a series. I've played a bit of it. I've played 1 and 2. I do plan on playing the whole series. Don't know why I stopped actually. I really got to get on with that. But yeah, I'm kind of glad it's not a Silent Hill game, because again, I won't have to play through all of them to enjoy it. Yeah, I'm glad it is its own thing, which I know is kind of selfish. I know a lot of people were excited for a Silent Hill game, but personally, I'm excited. I'm excited for it. Yeah, and it looks pretty fucked up, which is awesome. From the trailer, anyway. And lastly, a new Spider-Man game from Insomniac Games. Not really interested in superhero games, really, so it doesn't really do anything for me, but it's pretty cool nonetheless. So, that's it for my E3 reactions. Thanks a lot for watching. Hope you enjoyed listening to them. And next, I will be doing an early access spotlight for a sci-fi RTS game called Meridian Squad 22. So hopefully, I haven't actually played any of that game yet, so hopefully I'll have that out tomorrow. If not, it'll be the next day, which is Friday. So see you then.